Joining me now is Democratic Congressman Krishnamoorthi of Illinois. Thank you for joining us, Congressman. Representative, you released a statement requesting copies of all recordings in possession of the White House because you say these White House tapes could accelerate current investigations as previous tapes have aided past inquiries. Explain that.
Well, you know, as you all saw this morning on those tweets, the president referred to some tapes of conversations, and so we have been asking for documents and evidence related to any number of subjects in the Oversight Committee's investigation of the Trump White House's ties to Russia, including anything related to the hiring and firing of General Flynn. And now we want to know if those tapes exist, and if they do, to hand them over, because we need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible.
I just want to say, though, that if the recordings, if they do exist, they would be the subject of Presidential Recordings Act, and we can put it up there, which requires that any recorded conversations at the White House be archived unless the president gets special permission to not submit them to the U.S. archives. And I mean, listen, President Trump wouldn't be the first one to do this. Bill Clinton did it. It's not out of the ordinary, but you just want to know if they exist, because it wouldn't be unprecedented.
It wouldn't be unprecedented. And, you know, if they do exist, we're asking them to be turned over. You know, at the press conference today, Mr. Spicer was asked point blank, do these tapes exist? And he refused to deny it. So I have to believe that we need to pursue this and get to the bottom of exactly what information is out there regarding the various questions in this whole Russia controversy.
Yeah. So listen, you have repeatedly called for a special prosecutor, but the acting director, FBI Director Andrew McCabe, says that they have adequate resources for the Russia investigation. Do you have a lack of confidence in their work?
It's not that we have a lack of confidence, but I think that we should take this whole thing out of the political process. I've called for a 9/11 style independent commission to investigate this whole controversy. I think that we got to put country over party and make sure that partisan politics does not infect the process by which we investigate this particular matter. That being said, if that doesn't happen, then we have to do our job on the Oversight Committee, and that's why I'm pressing as quickly as possible to continue with this investigation, get to the bottom of what's going on, figure out, most of all, have any of our national security secrets been compromised, and how do we protect ourselves? Because we know that the Russians have been hacking elections. They've been trying to destabilize democracies around the world, and we have to protect ourselves right now.
But can't the president clean up this mess by appointing a strong, independent, and a well-regarded nominee to lead the FBI?
I think that would be a start. We need somebody who can restore dignity, trust, and integrity to that particular position, and confidence that the FBI remains independent. You know, what really was disturbing, a number of things were disturbing across the last 72 hours in connection with the Jim Comey firing. But as you might have heard, he was administered some kind of loyalty oath, a personal loyalty oath to Donald Trump. And, you know, we need the next FBI director to first of all, pledge loyalty to the Constitution and the laws of this country, not to any individual and not to the president, because we're a nation of laws, after all, not of men.
Congressman, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.